Hey Book Talk, I wanted to highlight something cool happening on Twitter. There is a user called Room of One's Own who's putting together these very cool charts about books you can read in all kinds of different directions, such as Native American literature or Black authors or which Toni Morrison books to read. And so today we're going to look at their chart of James Baldwin because he's one of the most important people you can possibly read. What's fun about this chart is that you can choose your own adventure. As you can see on the right side, if you want nonfiction and a good one-stop shop for his work, look at The Price of the Ticket. If you want your life to change, read The Fire Next Time or Notes of a Native Son. Personally, I would go with The Fire Next Time. If you want something that will make you sob, Giovanni's Room. If you want something that will just make you cry a little, If Beale Street Could Talk. And on the left is the best entry, which is, if you want to be happy, go read a different author. So while he wasn't a happy author, though he could be quite funny, he is absolutely one of the sharpest minds to ever appear on the American stage of ideas. Watching his brain work, it's just unparalleled. And he was such a good speaker as well. And this is why the only person I can really think to compare to James Baldwin is Frederick Douglass. Because Frederick Douglass was perhaps the most known man of his century. Not the most known black man, the most known person in the United States. He was the most photographed person of his century because he knew that photographs were a helpful way to spread your message, and he used what tools it could take. He lectured, he wrote, he did what he could to change the mindset, and he did it with such breathtaking accuracy of mind and precision of thought and language. And James Baldwin is the same way. James Baldwin is obviously a writer who can write, but most writers can write. Not many writers can speak and lecture well, especially off the cuff. So instead of being photographed all the time, James Baldwin was on the late night TV show circuit. And he was brilliant on there. If you're not into reading, you don't need to read his books. Just go on YouTube and watch interviews of James Baldwin by all of these different late night hosts. And you can see how much seeing this man on a public show would change the conversation. He was getting a voice when many other people weren't, and he was so good at it. He did not pull his punches. He had this beautiful delivery that didn't sound like it was filled with poison and fire and the unshakable rock of truth, but it was. That's part of what made his delivery so amazing. If you're into elocution, he is a person to study. He was amazing at it. So these great charts are worth checking out, and I would say just read some James Baldwin or go watch him.